Hey there guys and gals, just a quick one before we begin. Thank you so much for watching this guide. If it helps or if you enjoy it, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share with a friend as well. Huge shout out as well to all my Patreon supporters and YouTube members, so thank you so much. Also, if you enjoy the dark side of gaming, which involves controversies with streamers and studios, murder and more, check out my podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, or wherever you get your podcasts. So thank you so much, and now, on with the good stuff. And here we are with the good stuff then, and we are playing, what are we doing today? Dorado Heist. Yes, this game was developed by Megalixer Games, published by Sometimes You, and is available for £8.39/$9.99. So, this is a visual novel, which is... it's a visual novel, it's simple enough, but again, it is one of those good, very, very good storied visual novels. But it's one that you can either have to go through the story a whole bunch of times, do a bunch of playthroughs, or we can do the way that we're going to do it here, where we are going to slow skip and fast skip in order to get all of the achievements in between 10 and 15 minutes. So, that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to new game, we're going to press the A button to slow skip. So, we're not going to press the X, so you can either press the A button to slow skip, or the X button which will fast skip. But if you press the X button on some points in the game, the achievement will not unlock. For some reason, it goes too quick and the game doesn't recognize it, that you've done that. So, you need to keep spamming the A button for now, until we basically unlock the achievement. So it's basically going to be a case of, I'll tell you when to press A to slow skip, I'll tell you when to press X to fast skip, in order to get the achievements done quicker than a quick thing, eating a quick thing, which makes him quicker than the flash quick. That's quick. Nothing quick. Anyway, so continue spamming the A button for the time being. So when the next achievement unlocks here, we can now press the X button to go fast. So now you can go ahead, press the X button to do fast skip, and then we will choose the option, no more questions. So bottom option, no more questions. Once you've picked that, we can press the X button to do fast skip once again. So now when we get here, we can fast skip. So X again to fast skip, remember, and then we're going to choose the top option to get to the bottom of this. And then once we have chosen this, now we're going to press the A button to slow skip until we get the next achievement for meeting Vin Vin. Vin Vin Vin. And by Vinny, of course, I meant Benny. Close enough. Anyway, X button now to fast skip until we get to the next option, which is going to be the bottom option. I want to see the manager. We're getting our extra Karen out right here. Who's in charge? I want to speak to the manager. And once we have chosen that, we will slow skip again. A button, so slow skip until we get to the next achievement. And this is for meeting Mendoza! And once Mendoza's achievement unlocked, we can now press the X button to fast skip for quite a while. So, now we are going to choose the bottom option when we can. It's none other than Detective Drake Kerrigan himself. Now, from here, we can skip a little bit. What we're going to do is do a little bit of fast skip until we get to the casino floor, and I will tell you exactly when to stop pressing X. So, in the next scene now, stop pressing X. So now we can go ahead and press the A button to do some slow skips until we meet the mysterious man. Not exactly Rey Mysterio, is he? But still, that'll do. Once you have the achievement for that, then we can go ahead and just continue pressing the A button because we're going to meet Jack Viper as well. Once the achievement unlocks, now we can press the X button to fast skip, or we've already got to the end, so never mind. Yeah, right. So on to Chapter 2, The Criminal Mastermind. Let's X to fast skip, and when we get here with Drake, we're going to choose the top option to go with him. Now, be careful here, because, so we'll press the X button until we get to the next scene now, so stop pressing X now, we'll press the A button to slow skip. So there is also going to be a dialogue choice here. I accidentally went over it very quickly, but it is the top option anyway for how handsome he is. So don't worry about that. But yeah, so I didn't even realize I went over it a bit quick there. But once you have got the achievement and you chose that option, press the X button to fast skip until we get to the next option. So again, you can keep on fast skipping and get to who is that mysterious guy? And then we will do some slow skips from here. So when the achievement does finally unlock, this is for speaking to Mr. Roland. You should be able to press X to fast skip until we get to the next conversation, or the next dialogue option, which would be the second option. And it is Arye Uye Ithe Lense Acie. Trying to do that whole, speaking stuff. Anyway, there it is. So once you've unlocked it, there we go. There's the second option as well. Arye Uye Ithe Lense Acie. So once you've chosen that, continue to slow skip with the A button until we get to the next achievement. And after this one, continue to slow skip until we get to the next achievement. So, this good. Now we can press the X button to do some fast skipping. So make sure to choose the second option, where do you get your inspiration from? And we'll continue to slow skip. So once the achievement unlocks, now we can press the X button to fast skip until we get to the next dialogue option. And it's going to be right here, and we're going to question him. Once we do question him, press the A button to slow skip. And once we get the next achievement called Mortimer, we are now going to press the X button to fast skip until we get to the next Dialogios Choiceos. See how my other language is coming in there? Yeah, no. Right, choose I Trust Drake Kerrigan. And then go ahead and press the A button a bunch of times to do slow skip. So when the Masks Are Off achievement unlocks right here, we can now press the X button to skip all the way to the very end of Chapter 2, so we can get to Chapter 3. And we're going to do a little bit more fast skipping here until we get to the police station. So this bit's fine, but when we get inside, we will stop. Okay, so now make sure to do some slow skipping. So again, once won the next achievement, it can't be him unlocked. Now we can press the X button to do some skipping. Fast skip till we get to the next dialogue choice, where we are going to make a save. Something different. So right here then, make sure to press the start button. We are going to make a save, put it into save slot 1 or 2. Well, you got 9, do what you want. And then choose the top option, Jack Viper, and then slow skip until you get to the next achievement. So when we get the achievement, life is a show and we're just the crowd. Or some kind of other crappy advice. Start, load up the second save game, and then we can go for Drake Kerrigan. Sounds like a very typical murder mystery detective guy, doesn't it? But anyway, for now we can press the X button until we basically get to the bank or the casino vault. But more importantly, stop skipping when we get to the casino vault with the guy holding a gun, and I will tell you exactly when to stop skipping. So yeah, sort of start doing some slow skipping now. You can fast skip until we get to the point with the guy with the gun, but I didn't, yeah. So just be very careful doing it. As soon as you see the guy with the gun here, now, Mr. Roland McDonald, slow skip until the next achievement unlocks. And when the butt achievement unlocks, what are butts for? Butts are for pooping, silly. Load up the next save, or load up your previous save, load up the only save we've got, choose Mendoza, and then slow skip until we get the next achievement unlock. Old friends, ... Once we have our old friends achievement, again, we will go back into the load save. Go to the only one we've got, of course, and we're going to choose Benny Hart. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to fast skip until we get to the stage with the chair on it. So I'll tell you exactly when that scene's coming up. So make sure to slow skip now. So slow skip now until we get the I love performing achievement. And then once that does unlock, now we can actually go ahead and press the X button to do a bit of fast skipping. But we're going to do it sort of carefully. So we're not just going to skip mental towards the end, because the only achievement we've got left is for getting to the credits screen. But some people have reported it not unlocking if we do it too quick. So we're just going to sort of go fast, quick. Even with this last one here, just press the X button to fast skip, and it should unlock there for us deliciously. One way or another. That's the end of the story. And there we go. So another easy but enjoyable visual novel done. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again. Big love.